Welcome, my friends and enemies. Glad you are here. I am joined with Phone Yard Mats today because, StreamYard's stupid, but what else is new? We are covering the Queer Planet trailer, and we're going to probably regret it. So,
In this trailer, Earth will be getting queer with both Mars and Jupiter.
with all the things.
Yeah.
So let's go ahead and check it out.
Our planet is home to over 11 million species. The paparazzi really are.
You were right, by the way. Have you broken your brain yet? Is that what happened?
I know. I'm sorry. I'm not going to say what I'm going to say to the end because we'll do because you'll have to like.
You just want to get to the.
You know, I want to say. I'm just going to say. I don't understand. I do know why they're doing it, but I know that, but they're too stupid to understand. This is domineering rape behavior. This is not actual animal sex. This is one animal essentially raping another one for domination purposes.
Are you implying that gays don't grape people? Or are you calling gays grapists according to their mentality?
Which is their mentality. They're calling gay people grapists.
Sounds about right. Okay, yeah, checks out.
Everywhere.
Everything you were taught as a kid is wrong.
That's actually false. I was told 1 + 1 = 2 when I was a kid, and that actually turned out to be true. Shocking.
Not Ebonics math.
I did not have to learn CRT, though, so there you go. That was not true.
Gay penguins, bisexual lions, sex-changing clownfish.
Okay, that's a form of evolution. I don't understand why that makes them queer. I mean, yes, it's queer in the term of strange, sure. It doesn't make them queer in this dance of like transsexual or whatever. Like
they're reaching for it, as it were.
They're reading between the lines that ain't there, is what they is doing.
This is a queer planet.
Queerness has always existed. It's only in humans that we have such a stigma about it.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
The idea of just...
I don't think we have a stigma in our society because we're humans per se. I think we have a stigma in our society because it's not natural in the normal sense of like procreation. Like you can't procreate that way.
Well, we have a stigma in the society because biologically speaking, it's not a productive behavior. So before we evolve brains and intellects where we can make a societal allowance for those who are like that, we followed our instinctual behaviors, which is to suppress something that is not a biological survival mechanism.
Yeah, but we got like intelligent creatures like dogs that'll hump a pillow or your leg. Like that when I see that happen, I don't think, oh man, that's the foundation of intelligence. I'm like, he might be going crazy. That dog has mental illness.
The dog's basically masturbating.
Basically, because he wants to get off somehow, but it's just they're looking at animals and saying, because animals can do it, humans are also animals, thus we can do it like they do it on the Discovery Channel. And this just happens to be on the Discovery. It doesn't really. It's actually on Peacock, but it's like do it on the Discovery Channel, and it's just like I don't think it's saying what they think it's saying.
Because it's not. They're like the same way creationists like omit parts of science to make the argument work. Like like, well, there aren't really other planets. There's optical illusions. I mean, that type of logic.
Can't say I've ever heard that one, but okay.
Or the water when it goes over the edge, God has a rowboat that he brings to the other side. That's all that happens. Like that sort of logic, right?
Just flips and it's the world to the side.
Yeah. But like that's the same sort of. Now the left is doing this with this queer planet thing. Okay, they're not. Well,
the problem is that we see the animals behave a certain way. Like we see the animal behavior, but we try to prescribe what they're doing rather than describe what they're doing. Because we could look at it and say, you know, a lion humping another lion, he's doing it as an alpha move to say you're lesser than me from an animal standpoint. But instead, they're prescribing it and saying, hey, these animals are gay, or these animals are lesbians, or these animals are trans, or these animals are plus whatever, because we think so, because we like it, and therefore that's the science. And like, that's not how science works. But they're also trying to put into the heads of animals what the animals are doing and why they're doing it. And that's just, I find that to be obviously very disingenuous, a whole lot of other things, but like, it also seems so silly that the average person should watch this and be like, you know, this looks stupid. Like, I don't see who thought this would be a good thing for TV.
Oh, they do, because they think they're making a fake, like they're making a fake video, like with bad logic and bad disinformation for the political purposes.
Well, like in this one, this still right here with the two elephants, it looks like one's feeding the other. I'm like, I'm pretty sure that's not abnormal in the animal kingdom. I mean, birds feed their young. Maybe the elephant has an injury and they can't do it themselves, and thus the other animals are taking care of them. Like, there could be a lot of other descriptions that explain why this is happening. And you could probably just go to a zoo and ask a zookeeper, and they'd probably tell you. And if you want to go further, go to somebody who studies animals, and then there you go. You'd probably get a better answer other than they're gay as like a response.
Getting gay with elephants.
The elephant gay man. Anyway, let's see what they got else.
Having two fixed sexes is clearly out of style.
Yes, let's point to plants. Plants which are asexual half the time. It just they just literally just shoot it in the air and say, good luck with that. Like, it goes wherever it goes. Like, what?
Yeah, that's what people who do. We just spray our genetic material in the air over the crowd. All right.
Thing is that we know for a fact that plants distribute their seeds in a plethora of ways. It's not a single type, but they're also, their organisms themselves behave in a pattern in which they will benefit as a species from it, rather than just because they're like, plants don't get horny. They go through cycles. Like, they just do it because it's time to do it. Like,
well, they're just omitting actual information from their presentation.
I'm shocked. I tell you.
Their nature is pretty open-minded.
Notice that every single person that's shown up in this actual thing is probably as gay as all get out.
No,
like,
that's an insult to actual gay people.
I mean, if the gay people were shutting this down, then maybe
these are like far left, ultra sexualized wackos.
I know, but I'm saying, like, you can look at them and know, like, they identify as LGBTQ plus.
Oh yeah, they identify that way for sure. Yeah.
But I'm just saying, like, you could look at them and be like, I would never have guessed.
Yeah.
Completely sarcastically, of course. And I'm pretty sure flamingos are like, a lot of this stuff isn't even new. Like, this is stuff you learned growing up because you learned about their behaviors in school and through science books and stuff on, is it zoology? Is that the proper term? I think that's the proper term. Zoology?
Zoology, yeah.
Yeah. So, like, through zoology or animal studies and all that stuff, we learned a ton of this stuff, but never ever was like, that's because all of nature's gay. Like, that's never been a thing, ever.
Sex is not just for reproduction.
Because a hyena licking another hyena clean is totally sexual and not just a natural thing that they typically do. I stepped on this particular picture. This is probably what the producer was doing to the director during this. But yeah. I mean, for all we know, that is the director and the producer.
It's clear that no matter where you look on our planet, nature is full of queer surprises.
Queer as in strange? Yes. Queer as in gay, not so much as yes. There is still yes, but not like the way they're pointing it out. And just because the animals do it does not make it all of a sudden this morally righteous thing we must do, otherwise we're immoral kind of a thing. They have really weird reasons for doing these things.
To be honest, we should all probably get laid a little more than we do.
I mean, I think that's something most people can get behind, but probably
So
not
this
the
trailer
way.
said like the same 4 things over and over again.
I mean, it's a minute. Yeah, what'd you expect? Of course, it's on Peacock. So, yeah, what'd you think? That was great, wasn't it? Don't you want to just?
Oh yeah, high quality documentary entertainment. Oh yeah.
Don't you just want to go outside and scream at the sun?
I just want to find some animals and watch them be gay together and know the world is safe again.
And you keep going outside. It's a boy and a girl, boy and a girl, boy and a girl, boy and a girl. Like, where's all the gay animals?
Yeah.
They have them locked up in zoo documentaries.
Let's go watch the gay dogs.
It doesn't take much. They just need to have a heat. But yeah, that's basically it. I mean, nothing too terribly exciting besides absolutely retardedness.
I guess because it's on a streaming service, if it's a low budget thing,
It's
it can target.
watched.
Well, if let's say it only costs $500,000 or whatever, and it's on streaming, maybe its target audience of the blue haired crowd will can just watch it and they'll make back their money or whatever. That would be the only financial logic behind it.
I doubt most gay people who have the streaming service won't watch it.
Well, I know most gay people won't, but I mean the blue haired people. You know, the cultists.
Even them, most of them won't even know this thing's even out.
Cultists are going to watch it, and then the indoctrinators in the schools are going to try to use that on kids in school.
Of course they would. And then you ask them for their sourcing, and then they ban you from the school.
Yeah.
Well, we'll call it there, guys, for this one, since that's really all there is to it. There's not a whole lot of in-depth.
The moral of the story is you must get gay with animals.
Yeah. Also, the moral of the story is there's literally no moral depth to this, nor scientific depth, no, whatever you call it. Like, it's just there's no depth. It's purely superficial and projection. That's it. But thanks everybody for hanging out and watching with us. I'm sorry you had to see what we had to see, but you have not seen what I've seen.
Even we cannot turn that into a 5-hour video. That just says something.
I could. It just wouldn't have anything to do with the topic.
Yeah.
But yeah. So thanks everybody for hanging out. Remember, my friends, walk in the light.